mean, Ada is so lovely. How long have you had her?
We've had her since she was about 9 weeks.
So what's next for her in her training?
We want to take her out on the lead, so we need to get her a collar.
Well, the secret to getting a collar is to get one that fits her now. So just get a small, lightweight one. Don't get one she's going to grow into eventually, because that's just going to be too big and heavy. And to start with, use one that's got the clips on it, just because it's going to be a lot easier to introduce it to her, because you can just put it on and clip it together rather than fiddling with buckles, which can just scare them a bit when they're wearing a collar for the first time. And then when you get a lead as well, just get one, again, that's just nice and lightweight, so she's hardly going to feel it, and that will just clip easily onto the collar. And then you're ready to go.
So how shall I get her used to a collar and lead?
Well, I'm going to show you. So let's get Ada and let's go and do some training.
Okay.
So now that we want to introduce the collar, what you want to do is put on the collar, and then immediately the collar goes on, she gets a treat. She needs to realise that the collar means good stuff. Don't put the collar on and then take it off and give her a treat, otherwise all you're rewarding her for is having the collar off, obviously. So you put it on nice and quietly, and this is where you're going to find the real advantage of the clips, because you don't have to mess around with the buckles. Just do it nice and quietly, pop it around her neck. No fuss. This is the advantage of the clips, because you don't have to wrestle with a buckle. So the clip goes on, and the minute the clip's on, you get a treat. See, don't you look smart in your new collar? And then straight away the collar can come back off again. And then you can build up the length of time that she's wearing the collar for until she's wearing it for longer and longer periods of time. But just leave it off when you're in the house, just in case she gets caught up on things like that. Yeah. But she'll need it when she goes out and about with her ID details on when you're a grown-up dog. Yeah. So once she's happy wearing her collar, you can introduce the lead. And just start off in the house, don't straight away try and go out and about. But I want you to think about the lead as just a safety device so that she doesn't run off anywhere, not something that you pull her around by. You want a dog who doesn't pull on the lead, so you don't start by pulling first. So, first of all, clip on the lead, so you can have a treat while I put that on there. And the minute you've got the lead clipped on, just using your treat and not pulling on the lead, just lure her beside you, so she's getting used to walking with the lead and with the collar attached. As well as doing it with a treat, you've got a perfect breed, you've got a little terrier, so they're really, really into toys, so you could do it with a toy as well. So again, just using the toy, just luring her along, and she's just going to walk beside you. Straight away, she's happy using her collar and lead without any fuss whatsoever. So, your turn, all yours, as the lead, using the treat. Now remember, the most important thing, don't pull on the lead. If that lead's ever tight, use the treat to lure her back to where you want and then carry on walking. That's it, just keep your hand down. That's lovely, that's really nice, well done. So all you're doing is just getting her used to moving around with the collar and lead on beside you without you pulling. So have another go, grab a little bit more liver cake. Fantastic. And remember, just keep your hand down so she doesn't jump up at you. That's really good. And she's just learning that she can move around with the collar and lead, and that the lead's never something that she's going to pull on. Well done. Fantastic. That was really well done. That's made a really good start for her. She's learned that she can move up and down with the collar and lead on, that it's nothing to be worried about, and that she doesn't pull on it. So practice that everywhere in the house, and practice out in the garden, and then you're ready to get out and about.
That's lovely. Thank you very much, Carolyn. Come on, Ada, shall we go and practice?